never felt like.
Got new things and take a look.
I never felt like.
You guys are different. Seems like you're ready for anything, even if it means losing your lives. Well, good luck. I know you can do it. I don't know why I sing.
I never felt like. They faced it with me.
I'm going to go to the very bottom of this and work my way.
I never felt like.
Oh, it didn't go that.
I never felt like.
Okay, we got different grenade launchers.
You gotta tell now. I never felt like. I never felt like. They faced it with me.
I can't tell which is the. It's like, because in case you haven't picked up on it, I tend to try to keep the first version of any
Never felt like.
weapon or equipment that we get. So I'm always like, which was the starting equipment? I can't even remember. It's been a long ass time. It's not like I'm gonna be using it, but still, I'm a damn hoarder of the weapons. Bang, bang, bang. Ogre hammer. Bam, 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 bam.
You gotta tell now.
Bam, 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 bam.
I never felt like.
Bam, 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 bam.
I never felt like.
Bam, 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 bam.
They faced it with me. You gotta tell now.
Bam, 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 bam.
I never felt like.
Bam, 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 bam.
I never felt like.
Bam, 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 bam.
They faced it with me.
Bam, 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 bam. Just gotta keep going with that now. It's a catchy tune, man. It gets stuck in your head.
I never felt like. I never felt like.
Let's get out of here. I'm gonna keep beating out to keep this up.
They faced it with me.
But one other thing I just remembered, thankfully, we've not been to the pharmacy in a long time. I've got to confirm something in this pharmacy. Welcome
I never felt like.
back to the song. This area is getting more dangerous. I had a thief break into my storage basement. Wonder how he got it. Well, however he did it, I bet he had a scare of a lifetime once he saw what was inside. What was inside? It's like you don't want to know. Also, there's someone sitting there to the side. I've never noticed that. Has she always been in the store? The pharmacy? Do you have the revive items? Yes, good to know. I was kind of worried, just like, whenever I have to use them, I'm like, oh man. That can't be good, because, you know, we probably don't have an infinite amount of it, but we can actually just buy it. So, that works.
I never felt like. They faced it with me.
Blah, 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 perfect timing. Eating fatty foods. Wonderful, my gourmet friend. Let's go to a strip mall. That's the place for you. We're already at the strip mall. Nozomi seems happy. Hey, good. Nozomi seems more energetic than usual. I did it. I finally met my quota. How about someone else to welcome into our flock? Well, speaking of which... Wait. Isn't that the guy we saw earlier? By earlier I mean in his previous social link. He was with that middle-aged man who, like, you know, trying to get back at Nozomi for, you know, have his son waste all his money on that shit. Nozomi has a conversation with two young people. Oh wow, you're interested in joining too? Finally, paradise is smiling on me. Yeah, I'm named to you. Yeah, stop it. You think I should just abandon these people in their sin? Nozomi seems furious. I'm trying to save these people, damn it. People who have been sucked just like me. Badly Eddie does badly worse. Of course you can't understand. You're good looking enough that everyone's had it. You're not like us. If this is how you really feel, Makoto, then we're through. Don't follow me around. Only true believers are allowed to practice. Those guys just kind of got insulted there. Because he said guys like us, referring to them as well. Like, yeah, these guys are ugly like me. Like, dude, I don't know about this cult anymore. This guy's shit talks. That person seems familiar. Out of concern for Nozomi, you decided to follow. Out of concern? The guy's an asshole. Ellie, behind the Pawania Mall. What? This is... Mercy, seriously mercy. You ought to talk about the end of the world some more. I remember another cult that got into that. Except they weren't really about initiation fees. I think it's just about giving up material. A lot of these cults just borrow ideas from other actual religions, don't they? Tell the truth. You mean, this was all a trick? How is it any different from you tricking my son? I mean, fair point, but in this case, instead of, you know, scamming out a lot of money, you're just gonna beat the shit out of it. You went too far, kid. I tried to do this civilly, but I don't even feel bad. Try not to hit his face. If he gets scars, then he'll be able to press charges or something. That's wild, man. This guy's a middle-aged man basically hiring these two goons to basically beat the shit out of a high schooler. I know that's a thing that bugs me as well, you know, it said that goons still works, but you know, the whole freaking term gooner, you know, kind of, it gives a different meaning to, you know, goons, you know. It's like, when did that become a thing? When did that, you know, become associated with that? Because it feels like it just kind of came out of nowhere at some point over the past decades. How far back's it going? When did it originate and why? It's like, you can't look back at things nowadays. It's like, you know, a villain says, I'll send my goons after you. It's like, oh, that takes on a new meaning now. I'm gonna die. I'll come back as an angel and you know what? Unless I pictured him as like an Eldritch Abomination type of angel, which, you know, doesn't, in biblically accurate, some angels have a really out of this world appearance. You know, the whole, you know, be not ye not afraid is like, how could I not be? I mean, what are you? So you got the ones that look human, but then you got the ones that look like something otherworldly, which would make sense, but still. I'm not scared. Ah, jeez, he's getting snot everywhere. Well, beat the snot out of him, that was the idea, wasn't it? Good. I was sorry I said bad things about you. Yeah, but we need the social link, man. We need that moon arcana maxed out for the personas that I may or may not use. I'm just here to max out all the social links. Oh, come on. I hate pain. Nozomi really seems to trust you. The relationship is stronger now, despite the fact that he's still an asshole. Serious voice rings in your head, saying, "Why are you hanging out with this asshole anyway?" Long time, I am Dao. Now shall I have my blessing when I choose the creative person. I mean, is it just a moon trait with this Arcana or something? I say that just made no sense. But you know, the Moon Arcana Social Link always has a character. I mean, maybe that's the main thing about it. Unless I'm thinking of it wrong. Was the Moon Arcana in Persona 4, was that... what's her face? The popular girl who's, you know, actually really insecure? Because if so, then I guess that is something that is a shared trait across all three Persona games that have social links. Because each character for the Moon has a character that's very insecure about themselves. If so, that seems to be the defining trait here. Because that's the thing that links them all together. I didn't think about it, the character in Persona 5, he was full of a bit of scam stuff as well. Later on in his social link, once he, you know, started to get a bit of an ego going. Whereas, you know, if it was that girl I think it was in Persona 4, well, she had a bit of an ego as well, but she wasn't scamming people, from what I remember. I mean, at most, she was like, you know, stringing guys along to buy her stuff and all that. And the only reason she didn't do that with... I mean, she did try that. She's like, you know, buy me this or whatever, but, you know, you can just, like, get it yourself. I ain't doing that shit. But, you know, eventually you kind of see through her. You see that, you know, she's just insecure about herself. But, you know, at least those characters from Persona 4 and 5 have at least some element of redeeming qualities. Nozomi's just an asshole. Anyways, rank 9. What I kind of I'm so sorry, Makoto, I'm sorry. Well, we gotta take off. I have work. This is a drag. I've had to just about enough of this. Look, just forget about the money. I don't ever want to see you near my son. Don't talk to me or my son ever again, son of a bitch. Oh, Makoto, you're such a nice guy. After taking Nozomi home, you've been... Wait a minute. Did I have another choice in any of that? Because apparently, like the walkthrough says, for the answer is any and then any, which implies there's two choices. Maybe the second one is only if you took the first, the other option. Or maybe I did select a choice, but I wasn't paying attention. Not that it mattered, everything worked out for me. Bow, bow, everyone's still saying the same stuff as earlier. No, it hasn't quite got that bit, like... Has this kind of weird... I'm not gonna talk for 7 times. Fuck that. I at least want to have, I guess, a social link established before we go to talk. It's like, I'd like to have it maxed out, but unfortunately, by the time we get it maxed out, we'll literally have, like, maybe 1 day left to beat the game. And I want to, you know, be able to be a bit further up in the top by then. So we don't have to do it all in one long go. Because that was a bullshit. Arf. He's not even in the mood for walkies. What am I to do, Koromaru? Just go to my room and go to sleep early? That's not fun. Well, actually, I don't think about it. Son of a gun, Odin. Yeah, why not? Let's do this. Might as well make the most of it. Besides, have we even gone? When's the last time we went to the mall? Any new dialogue from the NPCs in the area? Probably not. Ah, it's just this dude, isn't it? Deliverance! Passes the price, I think I'm coming down with Apple syndrome, guys. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Is there any Apple syndrome in here? We got a horror house and mole whackers. You just apathetically wax these moles throughout the night. And now Odin is faster. Sleep. Wait. What does that even mean? I'm like looking at the walkthrough, and for this day it says suggested link moon, and then SC, which basically means spend time. And then underneath it says answer spend time. It doesn't specify spend time usually like that. That's kind of weird. Because it usually just says, if a social link isn't going to rank up but you hang out with them, it'll just say, moon ST, or, we still haven't completed the Empress one, so it'd be like Empress ST, stuff like that basically. But underneath it, it doesn't usually say spend time. Does that just mean... Because it makes it seem like that implies we're going to be hanging out and we're going to get a choice? That doesn't make sense. Beautification will be up soon. And this social link for the moon will be too. It will come crashing into the world and end everything before the arrival of Nyx. It'll be like Nyx will be coming through space or some shit. And then suddenly you'll see the moon racing by. It's like, I'm gonna do it first, sucker! It's like, you killed stealing son of a bitch! I was gonna do that. You just copied freaking George Mask. Sing down loud. How many people are like me when it comes to games? Where you just feel like you gotta talk to everyone. Which is ironic, because I'm the complete opposite in reality. I don't talk to people much. It's like a complete opposite when I'm playing games, Talk to every character, exhaust their dialogue, And even if they say the same stuff, talk to them at least once a day. It's a requirement. If you believe in life after death. You know what? Now I think about it, that's like a South Park episode. But they did a really stupid version of that song. Where is this? They believed a cult meeting was going on, where like they were going to, all take their own lives at the end of it all. But it's just, all the parents in South Park getting together, to enjoy the meteor shower, get drunk. And in case of Randy and Gerard, experiment by, just bunch of masturbating, hot tub. But it's not like they're mixing the gay one. I'm playing into the joke that, because that's kind of the whole thing now. Randy becomes, really paranoid that people are gonna think he's gay for that, and people would know. And then he finds out Gerard might have told a few people about it. He's like, why would you tell people about it? But the enemy is just like, hey, it's alright, everything's fine. Meanwhile, you have the subplot with, whatever their thing was called, trying to basically take out what they claimed to be a cult. And, as a reporter said, it's like, they say it's like, it'll be just like Waker. It's like, but you try to screw up Waker. Like, look at this. Throws like some kind of doll and the reporter just falls after. But anyways, what was the whole point of me bringing all this up? I've completely forgotten the whole point of why I brought that up. Try to retrace. Cults. God damn it. I went into such an explanation that now I can't even remember why I brought it up in the first place. What about that made me think of that episode? What was I saying? It was you or something, right? You will be saved. Oh yeah, that's it. You can always do that. It's like, that Cher song. It's like, we will drive them insane and, we'll get them out. Nobody can handle this much Cher, and it's like... It literally sounds like that. It's very ridiculous. But, they were, all druggy. It's like, hey, turn out that's great stuff. So it backfired. Yeah. That was the point of me bringing that. That was convoluted. Salvation. Arf. 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 Every channel show news. Like that. Reality sucks. Depressing. When your only friend is the insecure fat guy that is kind of a bit of a sociopath. Him being fat isn't a problem. Him being insecure, well, that's a problem for him, I guess. But him being an asshole and a sociopathic asshole, that's the real issue there. Even if emails involved today, I'll still have to get New Year's cards. We had a friend to send New Year's cards to. You haven't heard the rhyme, make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and others gold. Hey, that's fake with friendships, But I've never really have all that much friends to begin with, But it's like, you get people that have a lot of friends, but really, they're not really, close friends, You get a lot of people that have, a lot of acquaintances of sorts, But they might get together every now and then, but they're not like the true friends where, you stay in contact, regular basis, consistently for years, and, on a regular basis, where it's like, you could move away, be, apart from each other in different countries, and still keep in contact multiple times a week at least, You grow apart, but in this case, you don't. You still maintain contacts. Now that is the true bromance. That would be what he would consider there, the goals. When I get better at this, I'm gonna call my friend over the arcade. He's been acting weird lately, all talking about how they ended night and stuff. Or did you just kick back and relax through the arcades? Or we could play some Space Invaders. And you'd be like, hey, why is this one Space Invaders say Nick sound? What's that all about? Those were good old days. I got here with my wife and little girl, do some Jamba Jeans before I go home. I've been recording an hour. Hey, why did I strip mall ramen shop? I could do it in an hour. I mean, is that other kid the same kid that was at the arcade? He followed us here, man. He's like, hey, they're going there. You know what? I'm feeling hungry too. You hang out windows open for a while. The bond between you seems to be growing. Your leadership could become strong soon. Getting dark out. So I had to go back to the zone. Don't you ever go past, take out place and you can smell the food and you're just like,
Welcome back.
But then you're like, Ain't got no money, so I'm not gonna be eating that anyway. Don't really have takeout that often, but it's expensive. You got a charter snack. I don't wanna. No! You can't make me, damn it. Our goal now is to reach the top of TARDIS. We cannot falter. We have to do all that we can. And all I'd rather do is sleep on that thought, because I don't want to go Dodgers. Dodgers is hell. It's like they've got the same dialogue as earlier, but I'm still talking to them again anyway. It's just a habit. Yeah, I can't remember if it was Earthbound or Mother 3. It was one of the two. I remember there was an NPC where one of their dialogue basically acknowledges, you know, the habit of talking to everyone. It's like, you're the kind of person to talk to everyone, aren't you? It's like, well, in video games, sure, but in reality, I'm the type that would be assumed to be mute if not talked to, because I probably wouldn't speak otherwise. Which, you know, you probably think that way about my videos, like yap and ramble all the time, but in real life, I don't really do that much talking. Maybe that's why. It's like, let out all the talking. Everyone's so interested, blah blah. I don't know why I was even trying to read that before I read this line. I've just talked to everyone again because habits. It's like, you know, when I get game over, sometimes, well, more often than not, I will be like, God damn it, I gotta talk to everyone again. It's a habit. It's like an OCD thing. What about talking to NPCs in a video game? It's like I must keep that routine consistent. Arf. Where I'm going to my room. God damn it. Hi, it's me. Do you have time to talk? Would you like to do something more? Since you have Hariti, sorry, I got other plans. Gotta max out a moon man, you see. I see, perhaps another time then. See her hung up, she seems disappointed. Today is the last day of winter vacation, and we wasted it all on Tartarus and mostly the moon man. I think we got scammed. I mean, we also hung out with Akinari, so it wasn't all just getting scammed by that man. Same dialogue, even though it's just a day away from school. Return into session again. It'll be okay, though it probably won't be the same. If you believe it, laugh at the Here's the thing inside me say, get on with the goddamn plot now. I mean, we can't really get on with the plot. We have to freaking advance in the Tartar. It's mandatory. Arf. Happy New Year! Now for the first exercise of 2010. I won't tell you how old I am, but it's pretty old. Today's Cantonese word is Hoi Samuru. Punch the air and say Google Translate so you can get the goddamn pronunciation right, because I don't know if that's correct. Translate. Nope. Alright, don't tell me this bloody thing has crashed again already. Oh, I fucking hate this internet so much. Good God, it is terrible. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, that's a fucking load of piss. Piss on a plate. God, I hate this stupid internet so bad. Is it really not working again? Ah, for fuck's sake. I don't know where we're gonna freaking contact them about this or something. Or maybe get a different freaking route. This thing's a piece of shit. Jesus Christ. They use another South Park reference. Jesus titty fucking Christ. I'll just wing it if I Hoi Samburu. You butchered the pronunciation, but it doesn't matter because you got nothing to help with this. Hoi Samburu means yay! All those students finishing there to say Hoi Samburu. Oh. That's all for this week. Back to more calculated news. You know, they're Japanese, so would it be like yatta? Would that be like a kind of celebratory like exclamation? Is like yeah, yay. Can't fully confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's a general thing, right? They can't confirm because I can't bloody get up any internet. Bloody piece of shit. So what are we doing today? We're hanging out with Moon Man one final time to max out the damn social. It also means we can finally free up another slot in our personas, because you know we've had the moon one there for a while now, haven't we? Unless the moon one also needs to be leveled up to give us an item. I don't remember though. Let's go to a ramen shop, that's pretty sweet. His other seems happy. He seems unhappy, however, that he doesn't get any voice acting in this game. But then again, so does every other social that isn't, you know, a main character. Hey, about last time, and even then, they don't get voice acted in the social links. Like in the remake, I imagine now, and I still haven't got around to that. It's like it was only yesterday that I actually played from the PS4 on the first time in ages, because I've got it on PS4. I could play on PS5 as well. But I prefer the screenshots on the PS4 for, you know, trophies, because it takes them better than it does on PS5, in my opinion. PS5, it probably wouldn't have that. It probably have similar screenshots, I imagine, actually, because it's the PS4 version. They wouldn't go with the crappy PS5 version screenshots where they have that annoying thing at the bottom of the screen that, you know, covers like a quarter of the goddamn screen, making it completely stupid. But yeah, I only got around to turning it on yesterday because, you know, my brother wanted to play Grand Theft Auto, right? And I rage quit that game ages ago. So much so that it turned out the game didn't work. You know, because I had this version, you know, it got damaged when I raged at it. It was like, fuck this game! Because I was trying to 100% this stupid game, get all the trophies and all that. And it made me hate those games. And I raged and I raged and I raged. I still haven't fixed my bloody goddamn keyboard from when I smacked it in rage back then as well. But yeah, the disc seems to be flat, so that did really good. And then I was like, okay, so on the PSN, let's see, how much are they charging for it, you know? Because I remember I got to like 20 quid or something. You know, somewhere between 50 odd quid and 70 odd quid, I can't remember the exact price, but I'm like, fuck off. Just fuck off with that. That is ridiculously overpriced. It's like, fuck off. It's like you can't be like, oh, you know, supply and demand and all that. No, it's a fucking digital download. Fuck off. That is outrageously priced. I ain't paying that shit. That's too expensive. Buying the game twice, and the game that is like, unless they've patched it since, you know, was kind of universally panned as being a really crappy, half-assed remaster. It's like, look, you ain't paying that much price to buy the game a second time. Maybe I'd get another physical version if it's cheap, but I ain't freaking paying freaking 50 odd quid for it.